Welcome everyone. Me, Deepika Vishnubai Rajai, studying in Gyanmanji Institute of Technology affiliated to Gujarat Technological University, is going to present on optimization of plant layout. So first, let's see what is the definition of plant layout. So plant layout is the deposition or the placement of different machines, manpower, materials in any industry or factory. So optimization is changing the position of machine or the distance between the equipments, different equipment, so that the production time is reduced and the manufacturing is increased. So before 50 to 60 years, whenever any industry was built, they would keep the machines or any equipments according to their function. They would not see the distance between them, or they would not think about that how can they overcome the distance or the place at which the machine or any equipment is kept. After the several years of production, they would realize that if they decreased the distance between equipments, or the actual site which is covered, it's decreased, or the place of the machines is changed, so that the production is increased and the production time is decreased. So optimization is done to get the output of high quality at the lowest possible cost. So today we are going to see the optimization of engine shop of Maharashtra Transport. Like in Gujarat it is GSRTC, in Maharashtra it is MSRTC. So in engine shop, buses would be coming frequently for their maintenance or for their repairing. So they thought that the route traveled by the bus can be decreased for maintenance, and the time taken, if the distance is decreased, then the production time for the maintenance of engine can also be decreased. Likewise, more buses can be repaired in month or in a year. So, for optimization, several methods are used, like SLP, system layout planning, or BLOS, similar triangular method, dimensionless block diagram, or graph based theory. So, these are the methods of optimization. So, for optimization of this layout, first they all did the analysis of the present layout. For that, they all they all saw the precedence chart of the layout. See, this is the precedence layout of the chart, like how the bus would go from the place 1, 2, 3, 4, and after that, if it is to be repaired or maintenance should be done, then it would directly go from 4, it would directly go to 6 and then 11. There is no need to go to 5, 8, 9, 10, and 11. According to the precedence chart, they thought of which method they would decide. So for that they decided for SLP method. So what is the actual procedure for SLP method? For SLP method, first the data is collected from different machines or different equipments, whatever equipments are involved in the production. After that, material flow and the activity relationship. So activity relationship is the relationship between the different equipments, and what is the importance of that relationship. According to this, relationship chart is drawn like this. So previously in this layout, whatever we saw from numbering from 1 to 15, the relationship is drawn between these 15 different, like 1 to 15 or 2 to 4, and the relationship between 2 to 4, how important it is or how urgent it is. Likewise, the precedent this relationship chart is drawn, like for a absolutely important relationship, so we cannot ignore this relationship. So the distance or whatever the thing between these two things is not to be affected. We can affect the thing which is undesirable, which would be represented by X, or U, which is unimportant for the optimization. So after the activity relationship is prepared, then they prepare relationship relational map or the precedence map. Then they would see what actually the available space is and what the space is needed for that. Then according to that they would again prepare a relational map according to the area or space and according to the equipments. After that, what are the after that many meetings are held for the optimization, that what can be, how can they optimize the layout or what the changes should be made so that the distance is decreased and production time is also decreased. So for that, after the several meetings and after the several expert talks are held, they would have three or four plans, and after that three or four plans they would practice, or that they would think, they would talk about the three or four plans, and after that the actual plan is implemented. So after whole process, after whole SLP method, they came into the conclusion and the optimized layout was like this. So the sixth number of sub assembly, which was near the 7, is brought down, and after that the two dynamometer which were placed one after the another are placed besides, and the place for inspection is increased so that the two buses can come at a time and inspection is done of more buses at a time. The place of inspection in previous layout was less, as we can see in this. So in optimized layout the dynamometer are placed beside instead of like up and down, and the place for inspection is increased so that the more number of buses can be inspected at a time. We can also see that the ready engines and the old engines are also a path for them is changed. That after inspection, the ready engines after inspection came to 15 and the old engines. So the path between them is made so that the old engines which required repairing or maintenance can can come from 1 to through directly to 3, and the ready engines from inspection to 15 directly. So the distance between 4 inspection and ready engines is decreased, as we can see. After that, comparison was done on special factors or some factors. So first factor was the distance. So first the distance was 1135 feet, which was decreased to 969 feet. So as there is the decrease in the distance, the production time for the production of one bus is also decreased. Previously, the production time for one bus was 92 hours, which came to 89.92 hours. And also as the production time is decreased, so more number of engines can be reconditioned in 1 month. So there was increase in the number in the engines. Previously 105 engines were reconditioned, which increased to 135 engines. And initially the labor cost can also be reduced, so that because distance was decreased, so labor cost would also be decreased and transport cost would also be decreased. So after the optimization and comparison of factors, there were some conclusion. So in conclusion, as we saw that production rate was increased by 28%, it means the engines which were previously 105 engines were reconditioned, now 135 engines can be reconditioned. Second thing, it means there was 28% increment in the production rate. So and also the production time per bus, which previously was 92 hours, came to 89.2 hours. So there was decrement by 3.34%. The total distance previously, which was 1135 feet, came to 969 feet. So total there was 14% decrement in the distance. So we saw the layout of the engine shop. After that we saw the how it was optimized, the process of optimization, and after that the modified layout. After the modification, what were the factors affected and how were they affected? And after the optimization, where there was profitable output, and was there was profit of high quality and low cost. So three three factors were were mainly affected, were increased, which led to the more production time, distance, production time per bus, and the production rate, the engines, the time required for reconditioned. Thank you.